smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Well, welcome in, everybody. It's another night of hanging out with the Triple C's. It's going to get a little chaotic in this clubhouse tonight as we bring a member of the Crazy Crew to sit with us and chat. I'm excited about this. And not only is she a member of the Crazy Crew, but she has gone out and established herself as her own powerhouse on her channel. We're excited. It's going to be fun. The ladies are here. Don't forget to like the video. If you're brand new to us, hit that subscribe, as Disney content is on this channel 7 days a week. And if you're watching on the replay, we love that you've come in. Leave a comment. If you have a question for our guests that we don't get to tonight, you can also leave it in the comments section of the video, and we will work to get to that at a little bit later date. Links will be dropped in throughout the night if you're watching on the live show or want to look into the chat on the replay for our guest tonight, for all her socials, so you can keep up, and of course for our social as well. So follow the links, hit them up, give a follow. It's going to be a good night. Let's get the ladies in here and sit and chat for a minute before we bring our guest in. Oh, look, Kim, look. Why are you taking? You're not allowed to take Stephanie's place. I don't care how big the Crazy Crew is. No, not happening. The Crazy Crew trying to take over the. Wait till I talk to Tanya. Good to see you, ladies. I'm glad you're here. We're having some fun tonight already. Hello and welcome in. Miss Dame, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I am good. It's Sunday, and I'm sitting down getting ready to listen to you guys interview another great member of the community, so it couldn't be better. Miss Stephanie, how are you? I see Paul's in the chat. He's allowed out to play today. How are you?
Yes, he's out running around in the car somewhere.
Oh.
I'm having a great weekend. It's a little colder now. We had this warm up last week.
Yes.
That was kind of like fake spring, but it was fun for some days. But now it's Mother Nature has come on back with the wind.
Yes, she has. She's come back with a vengeance. I blame the people in Ohio because they sent it to us. No relation and no transition. Hello, Mandy. How are you?
I'm doing good, but I echo that sentiment from Stephanie, because Ohio, you can have all 4 seasons in one day. So We're broken. We're going to break everybody else too.
No, there
Why
we go.
not?
It's a good thing. So we're gonna have some fun here tonight. As I said, we're already dropping the links into the chat. Please make sure get up on our guest links tonight. You're gonna hear a lot about an amazing lady tonight from these three ladies. And if you're brand new to us, sub it up. There's Disney content all the time. Let's say hello to everybody. Where's my hand? That's what I say a lot on it. Be honest with you. Let me grab the actual fake one. All right, I'm ready. I've got it correctly positioned.
How about this? Paul's actually in the house. I didn't even know.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
He came back.
Mandy,
Hi.
if you would help us out, let's say hello to some people.
Of course. Let me write one down real quick who just jumped in. So we've got with us tonight, we've got Mike Beachman, Fred O'Malley, Teresa Scora, Anne, George Cook,
Nice.
Debbie Burnfield, Katie Phillips,
Hello.
Francisco, JF O'Connell, our very own Steph, Aliens Wear Green Hats, It's Me, David T, Go Minnie,
Nice.
Phil Collins, Italian, Mayor of Chickapin Hill,
Mike, good to see you.
Mark, JC Skipper Brian, Plymouth Rock, Stanley Socks, Lori, the Story Ambassador of Fun. I like that name.
That's a cool channel name.
That's a good one. Wish Upon Disney, Surf Bomb, Dave's Disney Dreams, Paula Engel, Joanne Franklin, and Dutchyland.
Nice. So if we did miss anybody, we will get to you. I promise you as we go through the show. We'll be keeping track here as this jumps along. I'm going to put my hand down over here so that I don't have to whack it all the time. And Steph, we had a great show last week.
Whack it.
We had a great show last
Yes,
week. And let's chat about
we
that for a
did.
second if we could.
Sure. Last week we had with us in studio, we had Mr. Dean, the turkey legster. So we had a great time with him. The most prominent individual who encouraged Dean the most in his journey growing up and starting his YouTube channel was none other than Jeff Bates, aka Dole Whip Dad.
Mhm.
His parents paid a lot of encouragement to him, also gave him lots of encouragement growing up. He's one of, I can't remember, is it 7 or 9 kids? Do you remember? I want to say 9, but I could be wrong. So
I usually stay to
great childhood.
I usually stay to the script and it works for me.
Yeah, okay then. Anyways, what a great family setup that would be. I would have loved to have had that many siblings. I'm just saying. I only had one, so it's kind of boring. But anyway, Dean shared his unexpected character interactions with Donald Duck, Pluto, Goofy, Chip and Dale, and this was at 2 different resorts there on property.
That's right.
We learned that Dean's favorite festival is the Flower and Garden Festival, with the Festival of the Arts and the Festival of the Holidays coming in close in second place. So we also learned that he had a 19-year career working at Wendy's, where he perfected his communication and customer service skills. And we can't forget Dean's recommendation for the Dole Whip float as his choice of the drink of the week last week. I would like to encourage everyone to leave a comment on our show with Dean from last week. If you got to see that, if you didn't, I know that the mods will be putting in the link right now. And, oh, good. He's one of 7 kids. I got it. I was close, right? So, please put the links in and go watch Dean if you did not get a chance yet.
And that was a great show. And Steph wrote that show last week. So that was a great show. We had a good time with that. Loved it.
I don't know about all that. But anyway, he was a great guest. And I'll pass it over to Miss Dame right now.
So, this week, joining us on the Triple C, I can't even talk today. Triple C show. We'll slow that down. Is a YouTube content creator who's built an amazing community, just under 6,000 subscribers, over 300 videos, and more than 667,000 views on her channel. She goes live from Walt Disney World every week, sharing her perspective on life as a self-proclaimed overworked gal trying to enjoy this thing called life, which I think many of us can understand. She hosts a weekly Disney trivia night. And if that wasn't enough, she's a proud supporter of the Kentucky Wildcats. Joining us in a few minutes will be Disney World Kim.
At least she's on a really good SEC team. That I'm excited about. It's about time we got that in. So.
Isn't that
I
right?
have
Dane?
thoughts.
You know what,
Go Big Blue.
the point about 6,000 subscribers that I'm really excited about is I remember meeting Kim when she first kind of came in, and she was part of the community and a fan and everything, and she's going to tell a lot about that story. But to see her grow with how well she's done, it's just an amazing thing. It's awesome. I love to see that. Can't wait till we're celebrating 10,000, 25, and so many more with her. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Dame, are we going to? I guess we got to go to Mandy first, right, to see what's going on. Is that our update?
Well, I think I'm supposed to come to you.
Nah, let's go to Mandy. How about if we go to Mandy? We'll
Okay.
call it audible, and we'll go to Mandy real quick and say hello to everybody. We got extra friends coming in. Who do we got coming in?
We've had several more join. Welcome in Dave Stragand,
Nice.
Katie Y, Zippity Doo Dug,
Nice.
Nanny Pooh Bear,
Nice.
Jalen Butcher, Dean the Turkey Legster, Jan's Disney, Renee EHBC, and Swish Willie.
Love it.
Welcome,
Love it. Love
everybody.
it. Welcome in. Hey, Swish. We also want to say thank you, Steph, for doing that. We also want to acknowledge two of our beloved co-producers, co-broadcasters. Tina is working tonight, and love to Tina getting things done. And Jen is it's her mom's birthday. It is Mollie's mom's birthday. So they are out having some birthday festivities. I hope they're having a great time, and we'll hopefully get Tina and Jen back on the screen with us in the very near future. So, and happy birthday to Mollie's mom. I think it's actually, is it today? I don't know. I'll know tonight when we do the later show, when I do the birthday segment. That's how I'll keep up with it. But I know they're out celebrating, which is a good thing. All right, let's do some trivia here. Did we say hello to Tim Rempel? I don't think we did. I'm going to try to rent a Rempel very soon down at the park. Tim, I hope you're coming down.
That's
Tim,
funny.
and I know I'm taking Mandy's thing, but Tanya's in here also, who I'll be hanging with. I'll be seeing her a little bit later this weekend. So let's have some fun and ask. You guys have been killing it on trivia. Every time I ask something, you guys, I think there's no way you're going to get it. You guys pull it out. Let's see if we can continue that streak today. So I'll start with Miss Dame, who was worried about last week's question and slayed it. Miss
Yes,
Dame,
you did.
Angelina Jolie brought which Disney villain to life? Angelina Jolie.
Oh,
My hero.
yes.
My mentor.
Really?
My
Angel-
icon.
Angelina Jolie or me?
Maleficent.
Maleficent. You got it. That's a great one. Okay. We're on it. Here we go. That's a good one there. All right. Question 2, Miss Stephanie. Which Disney princess attended Elsa's coronation day in Arendelle? In the movie, there was a Disney princess that attended the coronation in Arendelle. You cannot text Dame. I will give you one hint. Well, I'll let Dame give you one hint.
Rapunzel?
It is Rapunzel. There you go. We kept it going. All right, we're rocking it here. All right, Miss Mandy. I know this one. I knew all 3 of these, so I hope you get them. What is the name of Belle's father in Beauty and the Beast?
Maurice?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. All right, I'm loving it. All right, we'll hope that our guests will keep it going. Hello, Copper. We'll hope that our guests will keep it going here as well. I love doing Disney trivia. This was a great idea to transition over to this, and it's been a lot of fun. All right, I'm excited because this is a part of the show where I get to sit back and say I'm turning it over to the ladies to take over the show, because the show gets better when we do that. We're going to bring in our guests. As I said, we're lucky in our community to meet so many awesome people. And this lady represented the crazy crew when I first started to get to know her. Then she's come out on her own. She's a successful entrepreneur. She is an amazing creator. If you haven't taken the time to go over and hang out with her, whether she's at home or in the parks, it's a ton of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Triple C's, Miss Disney Girl Kim. Hello.
Yay!
Hi, everybody.
I saw how you were trying to take things over. Crazy crew taking over the show. I'm not gonna have it. So I'm gonna step back. Miss Dame, how about if you run the show? Let's go.
So, Miss Kim, to follow Pete's
Yes.
lead, to get us started, could you just give our viewers a very short overview of yourself so they could get to know you just a little bit better?
Well, I am okay. First of all, my internet may be freezing up a little bit in and out. So my apologies for that, but that's because I live in Kentucky. So that's the first thing to know about you. And we might have internet, we might not. But I live in central Kentucky, and I have always been sort of an entrepreneur by spirit. I own a pet store here locally. We do healthy, natural, organic, sort of like a little doggy health boutique. So for dogs and cats, that's what I do in my day job. And then I've always loved Disney, and was always going back and forth to Disney. And other than that, I love animals, and that's about it, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
I love it.
I think we have a huge animal lover community right here, just on the, as Pete says, dais. So I'll be calling you. But to follow up on my second question, so how did your journey lead you to become a part of the Disney World community?
Ironically, I kind of got started in the community through my sister. So we would always go back and forth to Disney all the time, and I'm always busy, whether I was working in the corporate America or whether I was when I started my own businesses, or and then we'd be going down to Disney several times a year. And my sister started telling me, she's like, hey, you need to go on YouTube and watch this person or watch this person or watch this person. And it did not take very long at all before I was like, wow, this is really cool. These people are live. I love this. And then one night it just kind of clicked, and I was like, you know what? These are my people. Oh, and we'll have a cat joining us because my life is crazy, and this cat just jumped over my head. Yeah, so I just kind of like was like, oh my gosh. And then the more I would watch people, the more, I loved how authentic everybody is and how kind and charitable. And I was like, these are the people I need to be around.
Love it.
And that's kind of it's kind of how I got involved. And I'm chatty and I'm not shy, and I reach out to people, and it's just how I got my start.
Love it.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And thank you for sharing that with us. I think I'm supposed to, Mandy, have we had anyone else join us on the stream?
We have. We've had that crazy Disney lady join us. Addie Slay.
Hey.
Kyle A. Tim Rempel. Rachel's Adventures.
Oh, hello.
21 and Enough. And it's me, Kelsey T. Welcome in.
I recognize so many names. And I know earlier you shouted out Lori the Story, Ambassador of Fun. So I just wanted to mention to you that Lori the Story, she always had the name Lori the Story, but I gave her the Ambassador of Fun part.
Nice. I love that. Well,
I
with
love that
with
name.
Lori coming in real quick before we go over to, I think we're going to stay with Mandy. Make sure you guys, the links are all being dropped in here for this amazing guest tonight. If you're new to Kim, get up, check out her channel while we're chatting with her. Hit her up on a follow. That's a great thing. If you're new to our channel tonight, these ladies go every Sunday night, and we have Disney content every day of the week. And a quick love to Laurie, the story ambassador of fun. Kim is such a gentle, wonderful soul. You're right, Laurie. I agree with you 100%. And thank you for blessing the channel tonight. Miss Mandy, I apologize for the interruption. Go ahead.
No worries. And really quick, I missed the cat's name, so we can welcome him or her in properly.
This is Emmy, and she's everything I never wanted in a cat.
Oh,
You're welcome, Emmy.
I never wanted.
She's going on 15 this year, and she just thinks she owns the place, and she has zero boundaries. So
Yeah, I noticed you
Yeah.
kind of came in the corner of the thing. It was like, hey, what are you doing here? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty much what she does on all my live streams. Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, well,
Home
she's
streams.
adorable.
Yeah.
So,
If I push her away, she'll just come right back.
oh yeah, totally understand.
Mhm.
So, family clearly plays such an important role in your life. Could you share with our viewers the impact your parents have had on you and how the role you've played in their lives over the past 8 years has brought you purpose and meaning?
Absolutely. I was raised, we were raised in not the wealthiest of families. My family both my parents were from the two poorest counties in Kentucky. And not that so with my dad, if you wanted to make money and have like a middle style lifestyle, you had to leave the county and either work in Cincinnati or Knoxville. So I always tell people that I was raised on I-75 because during the week we lived up in Cincinnati or Northern Kentucky area, and then every weekend we go home. So with that, my parents really instilled in me a real strong work ethic. And we were always involved in church and, just lots of extracurricular activities, but also a lot of hard work. We still have the 8 acres down at my dad's house. That's where I literally just got home from. And, we always raised a garden. So we'd have to go home on the weekends and work on the garden. And, we didn't have like a heating and air unit. We had chopped wood that we had to put in the wood stove and, so it was just like a simplistic lifestyle, but we were very well loved, and we had a ton of fun. We had a lot of freedom to do, things as kids. And with that, as my parents aged, I actually spent the last 8 years of my life kind of like giving back to them. So I was a caregiver. I was the caregiver along with my sister, but primarily me, for both my mom and my dad. So lost my mom in 2022 to Parkinson's and dementia. And then lost my dad this past May, and he actually lived with me. So I started my channel back in like 24, I think it was, but then I had to put it on hold. So I've been around for a while as far as doing my own thing, but I actually took a good long 6 months off, and I'm just now really kind of getting back into a flow. But it was the honor of my lifetime to be able to care for my parents. So
Well,
that's one thing I will never ever regret.
that's
So,
awesome. I love that.
so yeah, so we're just simple folk.
And I completely understand when you say you lived on I-75. If you're in Cincinnati, it's I-75 or I-71.
Exactly. People would say, where were you raised? And I'd say I-75.
And coming from somebody who's been a caregiver, I know how hard that job is. So my heart goes out to you.
Yeah. Thank you. We miss him. We're working now on trying to get his house all closed up and everything distributed. And it's a job. It's a job.
I'll bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. But staying on the theme of your journey, you've had a truly magical moment where you were pixie dusted by Disney. Could you
Yeah.
share that experience with us and our audience?
Yeah. So back in, let's see, I guess it was early August of this past year, my sister was going on her vacation. And of course, I'm like, I'm crashing your vacation. So I'm like, I would just show up. Like, I know where you're staying. So we had reservations to stay. We wanted to kind of resort hop. So we stayed one night at the Poly. And then we moved over to the beach club because the beach club is her favorite resort. And we just had like a standard room. But when we got there, they called her over and were like, hey, we're going to upgrade you guys for whatever reason. They gave us club level. And I
Nice.
was like, what? And not only did they give us club level, they gave us like, you know, that one room that overlooks Stormalong Bay. If you look up and you see the very top and you see that perfect room in the middle that's directly over Stormalong Bay, that was our room.
Wow.
And that was just, yeah.
Wow.
So that's probably been like the happiest pixie dust I've ever had.
That's a
I
good
was like,
one.
I don't want to leave a room. Yeah, I was like, I was born for club level. This is pretty awesome.
I love it.
I got a Mickey
Yes.
bar once. I mean, that's not the same.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll be back at the All Stars next week, but tonight we are owning this.
Oh, that's amazing. So yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it
gonna
was
say
cool.
that they've got to up their game the next time they pixie dust you.
I know. I was like, Cinderella Castle? Okay, yeah.
That would be amazing. So
Yeah,
um
we had a good time.
really quickly before I hand this over to Steph, I just wanted to welcome in the Thibodeaus. Jason and Gloria, welcome in, guys.
Hello, welcome in.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna have a couple questions for you here next.
Okay.
So, as part of your Disney journey, you've had several important influences in your life, two that have
Mhm.
shaped your love for Disney, and one that has helped guide your career. Could you share those two influences with us, please?
Yeah. Well, outside of Disney, I always joke that I was in corporate America, but I worked as a corporate trainer. I was a manager in training development for Cincinnati's second largest bank for about almost 20 years. I'm a lot older than I look. But my manager there at the time, her name was June Wilson, and she lives in Mobile, Alabama. We're still close, but she was like one of the people that I could always go to. She called me her little country bumpkin, and like she taught me how to like do things as simple as write a professional email, or a memo. How to go to fancy corporate dinners and feel like you belong there,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. So, and she's still to this day somebody that I can say, hey, you know what? Contemplating a big life change. I've got some change coming up in my life. What do I do? How do I approach it? And she just always has that solid foundation and always knows how to bring back the things down to what really matters. And then in my Disney journey, when I got to be friends with Tanya, who's in the chat or was in the chat. And, she said to me one day, because we always say we're like sisters from another mister, but she said to me one day, girl, you need to be doing this. With your personality, you need to be doing this. And I was like, do you think I can? I don't know. I mean, I live in Kentucky. And she's like, you need to be doing this. And so along the way, she's just always been there to answer questions or suggest things. So always been nothing but kind. And then along with Tanya, Janelle Love, whose channel is Disney Parks with Love, she's always so helpful. Whenever I have questions, it's, about anything at all, those ladies are just, it goes to show just how great the Disney community really is. They're just right there when you need them. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
those are my
Sounds like
mentors.
you had some good
Yeah.
life coaches. I think we all need some good life coaches, don't you think? Because
Yes.
our lives change with every day, and something can totally change it. And it's nice to have somebody.
Life is all about seasons. I mean, we're in different seasons of our life. That's true.
You're right.
Mhm.
Yep.
You're right. You're right.
Yep. So right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I am going to turn it over to Miss Dame, who is going to talk about your drink of the week right now.
So, Kim has given us this deliciousness, which is the pink guava colada at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. It consists of Cruzan guava rum and Appleton Estate Reserve blend. So, Kim, would you tell us about this drink and why you chose it?
Well, so I'm not a huge drinker anyway, but when I do want something, I do like the frozen and fruity. That's me. I'm frozen and fruity. So
I like it.
So I discovered this drink over at the Cabana at the Caribbean Beach Resort a couple of years ago. A friend and I were over there, and what I love about it is it's very light. It's very refreshing, and it has like that the guava. The guava makes this drink, so I mean it's just very refreshing. So I would say if you want something frozen and fruity, this is for me my favorite drink on property.
So, do you have, let's just say, any personal experiences enjoying this beverage that you care to share?
I behave myself. I'm always the one that says, "Y'all have a good time. I got you.
There you go.
Have a good time. I got you."
That's fair. That's fair. So, Steph, is this something that you might want to try in the future with, Paul?
Of course, anything that's fruity and frozen, I would like it. So that sounds
Isn't it
perfect.
fruity?
I haven't had it yet, but I'll count down the days till I
Wait,
get
wait,
it, and it looks
question.
fabulous.
Did you
Yeah.
just say that? Did you just say that Paul is fruity and frozen? Because that's what I heard.
Right. That is not what I said,
Oh,
but
sorry, that's what I heard.
Mandy, let's get this train back on the rails. What about you? Would you try this one?
Yes, I've not had it yet, but absolutely up my alley. And I'm with you, Kim. If it's frozen and fruity.
Rosie.
I'm
Now we
creating
got
my
a
own language here. It's frozy.
now we got a new word.
Then definitely would love to have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Because it's
guava is
always
so
like
good too.
it's like 157 degrees, and it's like
Right.
this
Yeah.
just hits the spot. So
Yes. The more
I
cold
mean,
drinks
that's
I can have
honest.
at Disney, the better.
I mean, now that we've learned about frozy drinks, I think that's fabulous. But apparently, I am supposed to give Pete an opportunity to talk about frozy drinks or something else.
Well, no, I'll comment on that, and then we'll get into our trivia. I do like one of my favorite drinks has always been like Sex on the Beach or stuff like that. I think this. I haven't tried this drink. It looks fantastic, and it's pink,
Mhm.
so you got to give it a try. It
Mhm.
looks. I'd like to do that. I haven't been over to CBR lately, but I got to get it back over there, over the Caribbean Beach Resort. So good call there. Real quick, Mandy, do we want to say hello to anybody, before I jump over to trivia?
Actually, yes, we've got more great people that just keep joining us tonight. So hello to Matt Walter, Be Our Best Jess, N3 Just Pwned,
Hello.
if I said that right, Puddin67, Vicky Polly, Rob Law, Regina Erie, and Ride the Teacups.
And
Welcome in.
did we get Fernando Lemos? I think he just came in. Fernando just joined us. So
No,
there we go.
Yes.
Well, now we're fully caught up.
Fernando Lemus. So we're caught up. And if we missed you, my apologies. I'll make sure we catch you on the next round.
Absolutely, we will. Ladies are doing a great job tonight. Make sure the links for our guests for her YouTube and her socials are all throughout the chat. Teresa's doing a great job of dropping that tonight. The links for all of our ladies are being dropped there. If you want to keep up with any of our broadcasting team, please click it up. And if you are brand new to us, we do Disney 7 days a week on my channel. Sub it up, and especially come back and see these ladies on Sunday night. Kim, there's no pressure here, but we've only gotten like 18 of these trivia questions in a row right. So, because I don't want any pressure, I will allow you to have greetings from Brazil. Nice, Fernando coming in from Brazil. I will allow you one phone a friend or text a friend. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to allow you
A
that.
lot of my frequent flyers are here in the chat, so they
Okay,
can
good.
they can help me out.
Okay, this is a pretty. I think it's an easier one, but we'll see. Who serves as Pinocchio's conscience? Who serves?
Jiminy Cricket.
There we go. There we go.
Yay! Good
All right,
job.
I
you
love
got.
Jiminy Cricket. Do y'all remember Jiminy Cricket when they would do the classic cartoons about, and he would like teach us things?
Teach us things. It was great.
I don't remember what he taught us, but I remember loving it.
If you remember on Saturday mornings, they had that Bill of Rights who would talk to you and tell you things. I used to argue. I used to
I'm
argue with
just
my
a
brother.
bin.
Yeah, I used to argue with my brother who was smarter, the Bill or Jiminy Cricket, teaching us things. I used to get in
Right?
arguments back and forth. So that's good stuff. Well,
I loved all those.
y'all keep
Schoolhouse
slaying it.
Rock.
Love it, love it, love it. Y'all keep slaying it. Well, I'm going to turn things back over to Mandy because we are learning a lot about an amazing lady tonight. A lot of the crazy crew in the house with us here joining, and I'm excited to hear more about Kim. So, Miss Mandy, I believe I'm going correctly to you.
Yes.
Awesome.
So, Kim, could you take a moment to tell our audience about your Disney YouTube channel? What kind of content you will find there? What makes your channel unique? And what you have planned as we kind of look into 2026?
Well, my channel. Okay, so my channel is. I don't live in Florida, so my channel group is called the Frequent Flyers, and what I do is I do solo same day Disney trips. That's sort of like my niche. And I also like to do Disney on a budget. So I'm always giving like different tips, some different hacks, the things that I do. Of course, Frontier Airlines needs to pay me, but they don't because I fly in using Frontier Airlines. I have a Go Wild pass, and I fly in. I spend the day at Walt Disney World. Like I'm on a 5 a.m. flight in the morning, and I will fly in. I'll go straight to Walt Disney World. I'll be live streaming in the morning, and then I'll catch the evening flight home. So it's a great day. I get to get my Disney food. I spend time with the people that I enjoy talking to, do my favorite things, and then I'm right back out. So that's kind of like my thing is like YOLO. You only live once. If your bills are paid, take the darn trip. Don't count on tomorrow or it's got to be perfect. Just get in the car and go. That's my whole vibe. So my channel's kind of like that. I fit in here with chaotic because my life is very chaotic. There's times when I've gotten down there and my flight gets canceled or hanging out with Tanya and she's like, don't go home. And I'm like, okay. Like I don't go home. But, it's just kind of like, do what makes you happy, do the things you enjoy because you're only going through life one time. So that's kind of in a nutshell what I'm about.
Kim, I just got a text. Your boarding group's going. You may have to go.
Right? Okay, so I told these guys, I told these guys in our pre-show, I said, actually, there is a 9:05 p.m. flight that I could potentially catch tonight. And my mods who are all here listening are going, yeah, there's a good chance she could go catch that flight.
I'd like to point out that you told me not to tell anybody, and you told everybody.
You can't keep secrets.
I
Can't
kept
keep
a secret
secrets.
for once. I want that documented. I kept a secret. There we go. Sorry, Mandy. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. We all did. She's like, don't tell anybody.
Like, don't tell anybody. And then I'm like, there's a 9:05. I could potentially make it. Did that one time. Not to go spend too much of your time, but a couple of years ago, I was hanging out in Tanya's chat, and it was Mardi Gras. And she was at over at, if you know, French Quarter
She was
has
French Quarter. I
their
remember this.
parade. Yeah, they they do their parade every year with the cast members, right? And so she was streaming that, and she was having a good time, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, there's going to be a Mardi Gras party tonight." She's like, "I'm going to come back and go to this party." And I'm like, "Well, I want to go to this party." So I literally grabbed my bag and left, and because this is like 2 p.m. or something, I was at French Quarter at 5 o'clock.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I didn't have a plan to go home. I didn't have anywhere to stay. I was like, I'll figure all that out when I get there. But it just always works out.
I love it.
Nice.
It's
Very nice.
Yes, I love it. I love the fact that you're like, I want to be there, and I'm going to be. And you know what?
And it's
And
easy.
you never know when or where you're going to pop up. I love that.
Exactly. And that's what my mods put in my chat is like, subscribe to my channel because you never know when Kim's going to show up in Disney. And that's pretty much how it is.
Turn on those notifications because, yeah.
Love that. So
Kyle
continuing
says
with
I'm at the
your
airport.
channel. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's that?
No worries. We're just moving on to the next question real fast. So,
Okay.
kind of continuing with your channel, what inspires your creativity when it comes to your content? Do you have any routines, processes, anything that kind of helps you get or execute those ideas?
You know what? That is hard to say. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal, and I'm also a big experimenter. So I will do things just to see kind of like how it goes over, or if it doesn't go over, or it's like, let me try this, let me not try that. So I just kind of, when it pops in my head, I put it in my phone. I'm like, oh, this would be great content for the channel. Let's go. Or people will say things, and I think, oh, I could turn that into a series, so I just kind of like, I'm very spontaneous. So as far as that goes, but I don't really have like a regimen where like on this day I'm doing this, on this day I'm doing that. Half the time I'm in the air on my way to Florida going, gosh, what will I do when I get there? So yeah. Yeah. Or anywhere, wherever I'm going. Yeah.
And I'm jealous. I wish I could, be
You're in
able to do
Cincinnati,
that.
come
But
on.
the planner in me needs to break a little. So really quickly, I'm going to welcome in a couple folks that joined us before I hand this over to Dame for the next set of questions. So welcome, Koila Slishchenko, Jeff Condon, the Buzz Lightyear fan and Lucy, Nicole Disney, Fly Girl, and Old Key West gal. Welcome in.
Hit those likes, everybody. We're 14 from 100. Hit it up the likes.
There you go. Sorry.
So, Kim, you mentioned previously about your relationship with Tanya and what it's meant to you. And of course, everything with Tanya also involves the Crazy Crew. I fully support
Yes.
that. Could you talk about that group of people, what they mean to you, and maybe share a favorite memory or moment with them?
Hold on. I'm gonna make an amendment to that.
Okay.
I want to hear not only about her time with the Crazy Crew, but how it's now developed into this amazing supports that she gets with her frequent flyer crew too. I'll throw at that. So just
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
just both.
we have a lot. We have a lot of the same folks, that I think we have a lot of similarities, Tanya and I do, as far as personality style and what have you. And there's a lot of folks that I know Crazy Crew have come over and supported me, and I'm just so grateful and thankful for that. I think when I think of the Crazy Crew and the frequent flyers, the level of support that I have had over the last year, because whenever I was streaming, I would mention things about my dad being ill, but I never would go into like the details of it. I kind of kept that on the down low. But I cannot tell you how many of the Crazy Crew would reach out to me and just with messages of support, hey, I was just thinking about you. And I know that they didn't know details, but the kindness of people, the support, the prayers, the just the love that people gave back to me, and I didn't even feel like I deserved it. I was like, oh my gosh, it really helped me come through the darkness, the times when things were darker. And that's because of, the friends that I've made in the crazy crew. And even strangers, would just say, hey, I was just thinking of you today. When are you coming back? Or, it was good to see you in the chat today. Cause, there was times I was gone, I just wasn't even around. I wasn't even in, the other chats for the streamers that I like to support. So that's probably the biggest thing, is that community is so loving and so caring and accepting of people of all kinds, all faiths, all walks. And my frequent flyers are the same way. So, that's the biggest thing, is just the community is really a true community in every sense of the word. So
Love it.
That is a great story and a summary of how the Disney community comes together for people and with channels. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Festival of the Arts kicking off here in the next few days. Could you share your thoughts on the Disney festivals? How you personally rank them in terms of importance, and what are you looking most forward to this year?
I love the festivals. I am living in my festival era, is what I always say. And so my favorite festival is Food and Wine, because I love Disney food. In fact, one of my little mottos and sayings is, I always say, and I just made a t-shirt. It's like, and it says, eat like it's your job. Because I always say that. I'm like, look, it's your, somebody will say something. I'll be like, they're like, you want to get something to eat? I'm like, look, I eat like it's my job. It's like, I'm going to enjoy this Disney food. So Food and Wine is my number one. But also Food and Wine is when I get to see Joey Fatone every year. So there's that, the concerts.
Fair.
Yeah, I do love the Festival of the Arts that is coming up. Because I love to go around and see all the arts and appreciate the artists and get ideas and all that. And then probably Flower and Garden, okay, because it's just so pretty. And the Festival of the Holidays I really enjoy, but I've never gotten to really participate in that one a lot, because owning a retail store when the holidays are rolling around, we're busy. That's my busy time. Yeah, so I never get to really do the Festival of the Holidays. So, but yeah, Food and Wine is my favorite.
Okay, cool.
I completely relate to that.
Yeah, there's food. Keyword food.
Food.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with
Food.
that. Steph, I think we are over to you next, Miss Ma'am.
Alrighty. So this is the part of our show where we ask our enhancers and creators of the community to share with us the content that they love. So we're going to ask you what you love to watch and what influences you. So tonight we're going to ask Kim about 3 of her most impressive channels. The first one we have listed here is That Crazy Disney Lady, followed by Disney Parks with Love, and then Swishy Willie and Disney. Lindsay.
Yep.
Let's start with her first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell us about Swish Willie and Disney, and tell us why you like it so much.
I love Lindsay. So Lindsay is Swish Willie, and she was here in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if she's still here. She is the coolest chick you'll ever meet. Lindsay has a very old soul vibe, and what I love about her streams is that she loves to just take in the environment and the ambiance. And Linz and I like to joke that we are the junior varsity squad. Tanya and Janelle are like our mentors, and they're like the varsity team. And it's like, and then here's me and Linz in the back going, yay, we're JV.
That's cute.
But Yeah, Lindsay she's precious. I always tell her she's my favorite Canadian. So I have several favorite Canadians, but she's one of them.
Oh. All right. Well, tell us about Janelle's channel, Disney Parks with Love.
Janelle is awesome. She's one of the most creative streamers and that's what I noticed about her first when I started watching her channel is just how creative she was. She always had like a really unique approach to things, and she was doing like the coolest things in a different way. And then once I got to know her, she's just always been so helpful to me as far as like answering questions or giving me like technical advice or, just sharing like analytics or, teaching me things. So Janelle is creative, but she's also a teacher. So, we had a really cool, I'll come back to this, but we had a viewer recently say something pretty cool and remind me and I'll share that. But that's what I love about Miss Janelle. And then Tanya's just my sister from another mister. She makes me, I love her so much. She makes me cry. I mean, she's my biggest cheerleader. She really is. She's always like, you got this, you can do this. I just, nobody is more encouraging. She's also pretty fun.
Yeah, she is a lot of
Or
fun.
doesn't take herself too seriously, which is a lot like me as well. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's nice
yeah,
when the varsity girls cheer on the JV, isn't it?
yeah. But
You got this.
we had there's a guy that's in all of our it comes in all of our streams. I don't know if he's watching, but DC hi. And he met the three of us individually when he was here on vacation recently, and he said to me, he said, like I had just gone live, and he's like, "There you are." So I'm like, "Yeah, so nice to meet you." And he said, "Listen," he said, "you guys are the reason I'm here on my vacation with my family." And he said that, he said, Janelle is the teacher. She's the educator. She has all the knowledge, all the information. He said, Tanya's the life of the party. Tanya's the fun. She's the reason why to enjoy it. He said, and you're the inspiration because I just make it happen. So, and I was
Love
like,
it.
Oh, that's so kind.
I know. I was just like, don't make me cry.
I love it. I love it.
That's
So
beautiful.
there you go.
And also, Miss
Yeah.
Lindsay is in the chat, so everybody check
Is she
out
there?
Swish Willie.
Miss
Give her some love. Yes.
JV.
Yes. All righty. And do we have anybody else in the chat that you'd like to shout out, Miss Mandy?
Actually, we do. Matt Walter, welcome in. Linda
Hello?
B. Lily's Life Dad. Hi, Ken. Cincy Angie. Cindy Petit,
That it?
if I'm saying that right.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle T. Williams and Brady. Welcome in.
Nice. Welcome in, everybody. I love that. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, Miss. I think we're going to Miss Dame for just a quick recap here. Then we got a couple other things we're going to go through. Miss Dame.
So, just going over a few highlights of our show tonight. Tonight was filled with some heartwarming passion. We got the chance to learn about Kim's journey into our community and the meaningful role community players have played into her community members, have played in her life, and the strong values instilled by her parents, which I know a lot of us can relate to. Kim suggested drink the pink guava colada. Sounds absolutely delicious. And the time she spent sharing about her channel, her creative inspirations, and where she plans, to kind of go spontaneously into 2026. It's pretty awesome. I'm jealous. Our time spent with Kim tonight was truly special. You shared the passion and importance behind the crazy crew, the meaningful memories that have stayed with you, your thoughtful insights into this year's festivals, and giving us a wonderful look into who you truly are. Her 3 recommended channels are our Lady Tanya, Janelle, and Lindsay, along with her own, truly showcase that female creators in the Disney community not only are exceptional at what they do, but they also bring a meaningful and lasting impact on our lives. So I really hope you all leave a comment on today's show and just everything that Kim had to bring to the table tonight.
Good stuff. Okay.
Never know what I'll bring to the table.
Same.
We do have an interesting guest next week, and Mandy, if you could highlight that for me, I'd appreciate it.
So next week, we welcome a guest who's been part of this community almost since its inception. We've stood alongside him through his medical journey, sharing in emotional setbacks and celebrating the hard-fought wins along the way. With nearly 5,000 subscribers and over 1,100 videos, and a reputation for his early morning coffee strolls around the Disney properties during his vacations, he's become a familiar and beloved presence. A proud member of the Disney YouTube series Hall of Fame, inducted with the Pixar class alongside Sully from Monsters, Inc. Join us next week as we welcome Carlos, Disney World freak.
Now, I will throw out there, we may have to adjust the show a little bit, and we'll let everybody know later in the week. Carlos's favorite team is the Patriots, and if they are playing at the same time, we may have to adjust around. And of course, we always work with all of our guests and do that. Before we go to talk to our guests about some final thoughts, I want to remind everybody of a couple things. One, first off, if you're not following Disney Girl Kim after tonight's incredible interview, you're missing out. She's doing a great job. Over 5,000 on her way to 10K over there. You can also keep up with her on Instagram at Disney Girl Kim. We've been dropping that link throughout the night. And of course, her Facebook right there as well. Great ways to stay in touch with her. Want to say thank you to Kim for coming on tonight and spending a little bit of her time with us here on a Sunday evening. Absolutely love that. Don't forget, you can keep up with the ladies through the Chaotic Chat with everything going on. Jen does a great job of doing that for us every week. Give that a follow. That would really appreciate that tonight. I will be live later tonight, or probably close to 11 after I do the football game tonight. But Disney Insomniacs will be live tonight. 5 new channels. More information on the big Maryland meetup that's going to be here in July. More talk about us on our podcast and everything we're doing tonight on Insomniacs. And remember, you can keep up with the Triple C. Speaking of Tanya, she is the most viewed show on the Triple C's. How about that? Tanya's in the chat, and there it is right there. You can check us out on the podcast platform here on the channel. As I get ready to go in, one thing I do want to say real quick before we do our final thoughts in reference to your 3 channels and you being here tonight. Of course, these ladies and our other 2 friends that are working and with family. You know, one of the reasons I wanted to do this show 115 or whatever so episodes ago is during COVID. I was so disappointed with Disney's social media as a platform that when you look out there and you would only see these all male, all time shows, and it didn't highlight the intense the amazing people we had in this community, the talented individuals we have in this community, the special individuals. And here tonight, you know, you look at the 5 members of this team, you look at Disney Girl Kim and the 3 channels that you've recommended. Well, first off, you got multiple Hall of Famers in there from our community that have been voted in, including Janelle, who was voted in with this year's class, which is awesome.
Yes.
And there. You've got Dame, who was also voted in on this year's class, and you got some OGs going all the way back to you know, Tina and Tanya being 2 of the earliest. It's just a statement of take the time if you're out there and you meet some of the women in our community to respect them and to acknowledge them, because we've just got so many great people here. You know, Swish and I talked on the phone a long time back and forth about different stuff when she was doing her job up in Canada and everything with sports, and just a great person. I love Lindsay to death. You know, I couldn't have picked a better person to walk down Disney my first time with Tanya. She's amazing. And, you know, for those who don't know, I mean, I've known Kim for quite a bit. And, you know, when I was just nobody, just a guy in the background doing things, every time I was involved with Tanya, whether I was stopped in to see her or in her chat, you know, Kim and Darla and you guys were always so incredibly nice to me. And I'll never forget that. And I'm always grateful to you for that. So take advantage of the time that you have with these special people, and not just those. There's many others that we could think about that are your favorite people that are involved with channels, and give them the love they deserve. Steph, how about you start up the final thought? We'll go with you three ladies, and then to Kim, and then we'll wrap this party up.
Alrighty. So, Kim, thank you again so much for being here tonight. You are a beam of light. I just love your spontaneity. I want to be you when I grow up. I really do. I feel like I'm just such a scheduled person that, it would just be so much more relaxing just to get up and do what you want to do. But until I give up the teaching job, though, it's kind of hard. Yeah. Explain to my second graders. I'm sorry. But one of these days it's going to happen. So, but thanks again. And thank you so much for loving animals and supporting them with your store and all the wonderful things you do. Best of wishes for that business too. Did you get to share what you were going to tell us about when we were talking about Janelle's channel?
Yes.
That was the DC. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure because I just thought of it and I was like, I wonder if she told us about. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was the real thing. So,
I have the memory of Dory.
That's well, yeah, I was going to say, but you remembered, so that's good. I'm so impressed. It would have been like for me, but hopefully one of these days I'll get to run into you down there, one of your day trips.
I would love that,
and I would just love that. So, yep, thanks again.
Yeah,
Mandy?
thank you,
Mandy. Hi, I'm Mandy, and I'm muted. I really like the Ravens, but I hide it.
I'm on mute because I've got a dog hitting the door in the background going, why can't I get to Mom?
Oh.
So, Kim, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure getting to know a little bit more about you. I've seen you on your show. I've seen you on that Crazy Disney Lady show. And I will say this, you light up every room that you enter.
Oh, well, thank you.
That huge heart of yours shows with the love for the animals, the love and care you gave your parents, your love for Disney and everybody in this community. So thank you.
Thank you.
Very well said. Miss Dame?
So the one thing that Kim said that really hit home with me when she was talking about her family life was talking about having gardens every summer. And girl, I have worked my fair share of gardens. And I know exactly what you're talking about. But there's nothing better. Nothing better.
I hate green beans in July.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But I may or may not have in a previous life gone out there and eaten Tommy Toes right off the vine and not cared. It got busted out about it. So that just really connected. But now I'm from Alabama. I live in Tennessee. So I'm a Southern girl too.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. I did enjoy you talking about your family life and just your background. And the thing that I just really admire is your spontaneity, your ability to just get up and go and do whatever it is you need to do. Like, I'm going to Disney. Am I staying overnight? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I love that. I'm so type A, it would drive me crazy. I wish I could be more flexible like that. But I'm like, no, I got to have a whole list, a detailed, all the things. And I'll be spontaneous when I get to Disney. But, in the meantime, I got to know where I'm eating, where I'm staying, and that kind of thing. That's just so amazing that you get to do that. I love it. I am
Thank
jealous.
you. Can I tell you guys one other just really quick story? Because so many of my mods are all in here and they're going to totally be like, oh my God, yes. We have a running joke in my mod chat now. Anytime you hear me on my string mention the Chateau Durango, that's because I came down once. I came down and decided I had a room. I was staying overnight. And then I decided I was going to stay another night. Just, okay, yeah, not going home, having too good of a time. And I was like, and so they're like, where are you going to stay? I'm like, I don't know. I said, actually, I'm not going to waste the money on a hotel room because I have a rental car. I have a Durango and I'll just sleep in the Durango. And they're like, and so April, who is Aloha April,
Mm-hmm.
in the different chats. Okay. She busted out with, we're going to call it the Chateau Durango. And so I was like, I was staying in the Durango. I'm like, it's gonna be fine, you all. I promise. I mean, it's plenty of room. I mean, it'll be fine. And Tanya's like, she texts me, she's like, get your butt over here now. And she wouldn't let me stay in the Durango. So now I always say, it's like, what's your plans? Where are you staying? And I'm like, I don't know, Chateau Durango. I mean, I'm like, I'll figure it
So
out.
funny. I love it.
I love it. That's a great story. Well, I'm going to throw it to you, Miss Kim, for your final thought of the night.
Just thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for all that you guys do to support the Disney community. And I know you mentioned the women of the community. You guys rock. You're really awesome. And just, the love comes right back to you from all of us. So thank you so much.
Absolutely love it. We feature Kim every week on this channel on our Friday night show on the race to 100K, which is awesome. We love doing that for you. We also, of course, feature the 3 channels that you also highlighted with Tanya, Janelle, and Swish. And we encourage everybody. I don't want you to just go and just subscribe and walk away. I want you to go over, take a look at the channel, look at the content, look at the love, look at the magic. And if you do, I guarantee you're going to want to subscribe and keep up with all of them. A shout out tonight. I've sent a lot of love to you, but I want to send this shout out to your followers that follow you and have come over to you, whether they've come over for Tanya or come over because they found you. When I'm in your chats and watching, and I do, as these girls will attest, go through a lot of channels and constantly watching to keep up with everybody. I love the loyalty support that I see there for you. It's just so strong. And
I don't deserve it.
awesome. Well, we all say that, but you know what? You do. You got over that 5,000 plateau. I forget where we're at exactly right now, top of my head. I usually know
I'm about
all the numbers.
30 away from 6,000.
30 away from, I knew we were
Awesome.
close. 30
Yeah,
away.
something like that.
Yes, 30
Something
away from
close, something
6,000.
close to that. Yeah,
So if we haven't gotten
something
Kim
in that
over the
neighborhood.
total, hopefully by
Mhm.
her next trip, which may be at 9 o'clock tonight, who knows? You guys, here's my challenge to Kim's team that's in here, your frequent flyer crew. Her next stream, do me one favor. Go out there and every person share it out on your socials. If there's 100 people watching, that's 100 shares. That spider web works. And I guarantee if you do, by the end of the time when she gets back in that plane, she's going to be over 6K and feeling pretty good about herself because that's 6,000 people you're putting a smile on their face, and well deserved. We love you for it. So thank you.
Yeah,
I
appreciate it.
I want to ask you, make sure you hang tight and everything here for a second. Don't forget, everybody, I will be live later tonight, which I'm very excited about at 10:45. And that'll be a lot of fun. I hope you'll come and join us there. Oh, I did forget. I don't want to get in trouble. I did forget. Where's it at? I'm supposed to tell people. Disney Dialogues, one of our show, is now on podcasts. We are out there on every podcast platform. And I ask everybody to please go take a look at it. We're trying to get that going. And tonight, if you want to hear more about it, the Maryland meetup for our 5th annual time will be talked about tonight, or you can ask me questions on Disney Dialogues. I don't want to get in trouble for forgetting that. Thank you again to the ladies tonight. They did an amazing job. Stephanie, Mandy, and Dame, and of course to our amazing guests, and to you all out there. We appreciate you being part of our Clubhouse crew. Paul, I wanted to bring you on, but I don't have a spot. I was gonna bring Paul on. So, but hold on, let me see. Does this button bring on a spot?
You got a smile that makes the sun rise.